Hi, this is Guy Fenocchi. I'm going to show you the minor 2-5-1 chord progression in the key of D minor. It is important to remember that the minor 2-5-1 progression does not come out of one key center and can resolve to different type 1 chords. For example, it can lead to a major 7, a minor major 7, and a minor 7. Today, we'll look at the most common resolution, the minor 7 chord. All right, so here's your minor 2-5-1 chord progression in the key of D minor. Our first chord is the E minor 7 flat 5, also known as half diminished. And if you might see chord symbols E with a circle and a line through it, might be a symbol for half diminished, which means the same as minor 7 flat 5. I like to use the minor 7 flat 5 symbol. Sometimes those circles with lines through it can get confused with a major triangle or a diminished symbol. People are unsure what the slash is, so either way. So let's look at this first chord. This is the E minor 7 flat 5. We're going to root it on the 5th string at the 7th fret with the first finger. Next finger to place would be the second finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret. So we're skipping over the 4th string for a minute. They're both in the same fret spot. Our next finger is going to go on that 4th string that we skipped over, 1 fret higher at the 8th fret. Then we're going to sneak our pinky in on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. So we have 2 fingers on the 7th fret, fingers 1 and 2 on strings 5 and 3. Then we're up 1 fret with the 3rd finger, 4th string, 8th fret, pinky on the 8th fret, 2nd. So it kind of looks like a equilateral rhombus, kind of a geometric figure. Okay, there's our E, and it's voiced E, B flat, D, G. E minor 7 flat 5. Next chord we're going to go to is the A plus 7, and the plus always stands for the sharp 5. It's an augmented triad with a dominant 7th, so this is also considered an altered dominant chord. We're going to root it at A on the 5th fret of the 6th string. Next finger is the 2nd finger on the 4th string, 5th fret, so they're both on the same fret as well. 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 6th fret, and the pinky's going to sneak in behind that on the same fret, the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Now, we do have a 5th string no fingers are on. I'm leaning my first finger kind of a little bit against it. Even though it is an open A, let's get used to muting it out, because when we transpose these up and down the neck, you're not going to want that tone. You don't want an open 5th string on random chords in this position. And it adds a percussion effect. You know, don't worry about what it sounds like. Also, take a look at the right hand. We can plant our fingers down. Thumb on the 6th string, 1st finger on the 4th, 2nd finger on the 3rd string, and your ring finger on the 2nd string. It's kind of the planting and pulling technique. That way you're avoiding that 5th string. All right, let's go to our 1 chord. It's in the same fret. We're going to do a D at the 5th fret, 5th string. There's our first finger. 2nd finger is going to go on the 3rd string, 5th fret. 3rd finger is going to go on the 1st string, 5th fret. So they're all in the same fret spot. And then the pinky is going to go on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. And here again we have a 4th string that we want to mute out by leaning our first finger against it. All right. So if I strum through that, I'll get that click, a little mute. That way we can strum through all 5 strings. If we want to use the planting technique, thumb, index, middle, and 3rd finger. Some kind of pushing down with the thumb, pulling up with the fingers. And try to position that hand with the right hand, if you're using this technique, almost where the thumb is out of the way of the first finger so they don't run into one another. As you can see there. I'm going to run the whole progression. Let's use the planting technique that works on the E minor 7 flat 5 also. No muting has to be done here because all the notes are right next to each other. 7 and 8s. Shifting to the 1 chord. All right, use the same technique strumming. Muting out. Muting out again. Here it is up to speed with the strumming pattern. That's our minor 2-5-1 in the key of D minor. Keep watching out for my videos. I'm Guy Fenocchi, heading out.